Hello, good morning, and welcome to our show. Very fancy. Today we are here to talk with Brock and Jordan about a very controversial issue that arises within the same-sex marriage debate. Lately there's been a lot of talk about same-sex marriage, and we would just like to talk about something that hasn't really had a voice yet. We would like to welcome Brock and Jordan to our show today.
Thank you so much, Skylar. Brock and I are so excited to come out into the spotlight with this and really bring the public's eye, bring this issue into the public's eye.
So great. Well, Jordan, Brock, I'll have some questions for you later. How would you say your relationship differs from same-sex marriage?
Well, as you can see, Brock is a fish. I purchased him from the store, but we are each other's. We are in love. We have a mutual love for one another. And the way that this differs from same-sex marriage is that I would almost say that we're more oppressed.
Okay. Well, let's jump right in. Brock, how did you two meet? Ooh.
Brock, you're embarrassing me. Stop. I'm just going to stop him right there. No. How we met is I woke up, it started just like any other ordinary dream, just trying to get by, and I just wandered into my local pet store, and I was taking a look at the fish in the fish section, and I don't know what it was. I walked past the goldfish tank, and our eyes just met. And I felt like our souls just became one. I cannot describe the feeling to you into words. It just felt like I needed Brock in my life. And I could tell that he felt the same way.
Like any true love story. This relationship seems pretty controversial. What do you guys tell your families?
Well, I mean, when Brock's around the family, he's still introduced as my fish. But, you know, I feel like it's just going to take time for them to really embrace our relationship.
How does Brock's family feel about you?
I actually haven't met any of Brock's family. No. I mean, he's told me stories about his mom. He's told me stories about his mother that you would die. We don't have time right now to go into that, but no, I've never met his family.
Are they supportive of your relationship at all?
You know, he really doesn't keep in contact with them at all. I mean, we haven't really been back to the pet store since we started our relationship, so we don't really keep in contact with them.
Sensitive subject. Let's move on. Describe your first date.
Do you want to tell this one? Oh, so now he's being bashful. Well, anyway, we came home from the pet store. We cooked dinner together. A lot of garlic in the food. We just talked all night long, just over a bottle of wine. Just really shared our feelings, really shared our souls with one another.
Beautiful. When did you know that Brock was the one for you? I guess you said the moment you saw him, but did you really know what you felt at that time?
Like I said, I can't really describe how I felt in that moment. I just knew that I needed him in my life, and I knew that he felt the same way. And guess I didn't know at the time that it was true love, but I definitely know it now, and yes, I love you too. He knows now too.
What's preventing you from taking your relationship to the next level? Have you thought about that?
Well, I did make a couple phone calls to the courthouse. And I mean, this is really where homosexuals and Carassius, auratussexuals differ. When I spoke to the woman at the Justice of the Peace office, she said that because, and I feel like she was just being prejudiced because Brock never finished any college, but she said it was because he couldn't write and that he couldn't provide consent, whatever that means. I feel like he's consented to me and I have consented to him, our relationship, but apparently the law does not feel the same way.
Well, quite a steep issue. Jordan, thank you so much for really voicing your opinion today. I know that you felt very strongly. Lately they say as soon as gays are able to marry, people will be able to marry their pets, but you feel like it should...
And that's really what we're fighting for here, truly. Bottom line.
So, you feel like that it shouldn't come after, it should actually come first. You feel like you should be able to marry Brock now.
I feel like, you know, anyone should be able to marry anyone. And I feel like our issue is just differs from the same-sex marriage issue. And the fact that people say that once this happens, then once the same-sex marriage is legal, then our relationship will be legal. But I feel like that is just absolutely ridiculous. I feel like we should have been able to get married ages ago when I called. But they said no.
Okay, well, stay tuned for more. And again, Brock, Jordan, thank you so much for joining us today.
Thank you so much for having us on your show.